Hey, buddy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Brendan. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Your tree looks beautiful there in the background.
Yeah, that's my mini tree. The real tree is over yonder, but it's not in the shot. So
Yeah.
I've got my whole setup. I got baby Jesus, baby Jesus, and then I got tree.
I would play with my G.I. Joes with the nativity set. My mom would tell me not to do that.
Well, that is kind of. I mean, they're basically Jesus action figures.
Basically, yeah.
I was at Alex's place last weekend. God, that was only last weekend? 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends. Was it 2 weekends ago? No, it was last weekend, Alex.
Yes, last weekend. Yes. Yes.
But the one you have a little nativity out too, but your nativity was driving me insane, and this is just my personal neurosis.
There was
because
no
you
manger?
you have it poking in front of your television.
Oh, yeah.
I need a clean picture. I could not handle that if I was you guys.
I get used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean,
that's the thing. I have to get used to it. I would like to get a nativity like yours and put it on the mantle, but
what's wrong? Wait, is that Erica? Erica doesn't want it?
I don't think she wants another. We had like 3 nativities, and
she's reduced it to one.
She's reduced it to one. Yeah.
What is with your Jesus hating wife?
Protestant wife.
Your Protestant wife.
I think it's for her. It's more like it's too much decor,
too much religion.
Yeah, even though when you were here last weekend, you could see how much crap we already have to begin with. So.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. This is just me being a picky single person, because when you're dealing with 2 little boys running around your house, having figures protruding into the the TV frame is hardly cause for concern. There are more distractions in your life.
Yeah,
I was sitting there being like, "Excuse me, Joseph's head is poking into the image, and I can't abide."
I'm trying to enjoy Charlie Sheen comedy, and I have one of the wise men just being a nuisance here.
That was like a very odd. I mean, it was hilarious, but it was kind of an odd thing that happened, that we watched Hot Shots Part 2 on Saturday night, and not. Well, anything else.
Yeah.
Literally anything seemed more appropriate, but it was great. I hadn't seen that movie since I was but a lad. So yeah, we're right in the home stretch for Christmas, and you're running out of time, especially when this episode goes up on Monday. Running out of time for products. But you were telling me about something that might be a great last minute gift idea.
Yes,
for the special people in your life.
Yes. So for a lot of you folks that have some very last second Christmas shopping, this might take a couple weeks to go and ship, and it also costs a pretty penny, a couple thousands of dollars.
It's a New Year's gift.
Yeah, it's a New Year's gift, Christmas gift, maybe a birthday gift. It's everything rolled in one because of the cost. There's something known as the Piaggio fast forward robot, and basically it's for the friend or loved one, family relative in your life that really needs to have a personal droid from Star Wars to be able to serve them and follow them as basically a little. I would say almost like caddy for certain items and such like that. They come in 2 different sizes and 2 different prices. There's a $2,000 model and a $3,000 model. What it is that it is a autonomous robot that you put in items in case you go shopping or something like that to the grocery store, deli, convenience store. And then basically the robot will follow you, which I believe it's probably powered by RFID or some sort of tracking device or something like that, GPS. And it will basically become your personal servant in a sense. It's perfect. It's a perfect gift for the holidays. If you want to, you can always just put a couple of, if you're going someplace, you can put your headphones in there. If you're going to a cookout, you could put couple of cans of beer in there, maybe some hard seltzers.
So this thing is just a box to carry
It's a
stuff?
box that on wheels that follows you wherever you go. Correct.
But why?
I don't know, Ryan Reynolds. That's a great question. I asked the same thing with the smalt from several years ago.
What was the smalt? I don't remember.
The smalt was where it was a salt mill, a salt dispenser that you'd pre-fill with salt, and then you would tell it how many teaspoons of salt you needed, and it would dispense it.
Digital salt dispenser.
And then I also had like mood lighting if you put it on your table.
Simply say, Alexa, dispense half a teaspoon of salt. Let smalt be the conversation piece of your dinner party.
They never really tell you. They never really show you what it looks like on the inside. There's got to be some specs as to how much it can carry, but from the size of these things, and there's a small and a larger size.
So stupid.
So you have to have it open if you got fishing rods.
What self-respecting man would do this?
Well, not these two, obviously.
Going fishing and
He can't even
having
carry
the
his own
robot
rods.
carry. Yeah.
I go and carry them my own, and I've got a bag that does it too. It's got, you can charge it up
USB powered
for the urbanite type of thing. You could put a guitar and a soccer ball, obviously.
I love that it's all these just pictures of people walking with it. I mean, I know that's exactly what it does.
Yeah.
But it's just hilarious. It's like, there's not many. It's not very dynamic photo opportunities.
Right. And that's basically the extent of it.
40 pounds for the large one.
Right.
20 pounds for the little one.
Mm-hmm. And like it said, the bigger size, if you're outside, you got longer hauls, you got heavier cargo capacity. I love the way that they just use the term cargo capacity. Like this is like Chevy Silverado, and you can just put lumber, maybe some sacrete in the back there, things like that. It's very comical, I would say. I don't really see it being able to be utilized for anything pertinent, really, apart from like the few items I said. Like there were some people putting boxes of cookies or something that they put in there and stuff.
I mean, the only thing is I see this being useful for elderly people.
Right. Because sometimes in Chicago, I think my grandma had one of those little
the carts,
stand-up push carts. Yeah.
Sorry.
So that would be kind of the best case scenario for some people, but Mima and Papa, are you going to really pay $3,000 for them to do this thing? It's like,
no, as opposed to just having a cart. So how long is this going to last? How long is the $3,000 cooler with wheels going to last?
Honestly, you look at it and you're like, it's pretty much just a cooler. Like that would be the best case. Like say you're 20, 30 something, and there's like a block party, maybe a street fest. You love street fest, right, Brendan? Oh God, he's buying one.
No, I was making that look because you want to
go down the street and there's a cookout, and you're like, hey,
I hate street festivals.
They're very misleading. You're the perfect clientele for this. Put a couple of Zimas, maybe some Michelob Ultras. You're ready to go.
Oh, this P-Funk. Now we know what P-Funk do. Erica Badu. What?
What?
What the does that mean? So they'll be gone in 18 months. Probably. Like all the other fantastic. What are you eating? Are you eating a cookie?
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake. Very nice. We've discussed fruitcake in the past, but
washing it down with some delicious eggnog also.
Very nice.
With a little dash of nutmeg on top. So,
what brand of of nutmeg.
Spice Islands.
Oh, never heard of it. I always go for the Deans. When
You said nutmeg.
Did I said nutmeg? Sorry, I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant eggnog. Sorry.
Oh, it's whatever they were selling at Dollar General.
Okay.
It's probably just
You don't know what brand? It's just
Clover Valley. I don't know. Some generic brand of eggnog.
yeah. I have a fever and I don't feel great, so I might be a little soft tonight. I'm just gonna go down weird roads. Anyway, see, already it's not working. Next up.
You look good though. You look good.
Well, I had to pull it. I took a shower. I've been sleeping pretty much most of the day, and I was like, it's 6 o'clock. I was like, I need to try to move.
Get some sleep.
No.
Oh, you just been in bed all day?
I got up at 6 o'clock.
Well, I got my Mickey Mouse Christmas stuff.
Merry and bright.
Merry and bright. There's Mickey. I also got like matching pants to go with it too.
Easy
whatever.
now.
It doesn't
Easy
show
now.
up here.
Oh, wait a second. What is that? Oh, Die Hard.
There we go.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "Yeah, what the hell? What are you doing with your?"
Why are you in Los Angeles? Did you notice how there's certain themes where it's like if you're in Los Angeles, it's like this orangey hue, and then like if you're in New York, then it's kind of like this like kind of grayish color almost.
It's like gray blue,
blue gray, and then if you're in Chicago,
Mexico's yellow.
Yellow, yeah, it's always yellow. Like what was it, Sicario? It's just like why is everything yellow in Mexico?
Well, and especially traffic. That was like to the extreme.
Yeah, it was a little silly.
Actually, I think we're describing traffic because I think there is New York, LA, and Chicago are all in that movie, and they all have very specific color casts over them. But anyhow, video games were a big part of our childhood on Christmas. I remember it's when I got Legend of Zelda on NES, which remains probably my favorite video game of all time.
Yep. Did you get the gold cartridge or did you get the gray one?
Gold.
Okay, good man.
Yeah, I don't know when
there was a gray one too.
There was a gray one, but I don't know when that actually showed up. Like, when was that older or newer in the timeline of? Was the original one?
I think I got mine in maybe 91 or 90.
Yeah, I think 1990 would have been me.
90, yeah.
Maybe 89, but it was around there.
Yeah, I think maybe when they did a second production pressing of the game.
They went to the gray ones?
They went to the gray one. Zelda 2, I believe. Maybe that was like a silver one. I never had Zelda 2. I have it for like, was it Game Boy Advance or something like that?
I was not a fan of Zelda 2.
I don't think a lot of people were because they were just like they were like, oh, Mario 1, Mario 2 is a little weird, but then there's Mario Brothers 3. They're all kind of the same, side scrolling. Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, you're like, oh, okay, this is a weird side-scrolly thing, but then you have an overland map that's top-down like Zelda 1.
Right. It just was too different, and for a 9-year-old or 10-year-old, whenever that game was available to me, I was like devastated by how much I hated it. And it wasn't specifically because it was a side-scroller. It was because, like, the top down was so, because most games were side scrollers on NES, but it was so, it just felt so different.
Very jarring.
And like, I didn't like the design of Link in that one. He was back to he's not wearing pants design, which I hate. I'm very, very aesthetic.
Like
no, he's like got bare legs in that game.
Oh, okay. Because in the cartoon, because I was thinking like maybe that was the Link that was in the cartoon series where he had
Link in the cartoon series says brown pants. He got pants on.
Put pants on him finally.
That's what formal Link, in my opinion, has.
There's a big party at the Hyrule Castle.
Oh, weird. Like, so this isn't official art, but this is kind of what I remember him looking like in Legend of Zelda 2. He's showing leg. I mean, that's just so effeminate. I don't know. It's looking okay here.
Yeah, he's got like the pants.
Yeah, he needs to have pants. But see, in the game, that looks like
Yeah.
bare flesh.
Yeah.
So
It's got
I was
shorts.
I was like, I can't do it. You've at 10 years old, I was like, what is with the fixation of emasculating male heroes in video games?
I'm trying to fight the moblins, but I'm just Link's gams are just enticing me far too much. Starting to question things.
Yeah. So anyhow, but yeah, so video games, big part of our childhood, and Christmas in particular was when a lot of these games would show up. I remember I got RBI baseball for Christmas. It was Christmas and birthday. It's like there's where your video games showed up. Otherwise, it was rentals.
Yeah,
pretty much.
If there was a game that you were like, this is the game to get, birthday or Christmas was your best bet of getting that. Otherwise, yeah, like you said, Blockbuster. Which even as kids, I don't think we really utilized the ability to basically kind of like test out and demo a game by renting it from Blockbuster prior to being like, Mummy, can I have this for Christmas, please? You know, that type of thing, as opposed to now where they have like game demos. Well, later on they had game demos as like on discs and stuff.
Right. But I mean, I did when if there was a game that I really loved as a rental, then I would probably ask for it for real. Like Contra.
You were smarter than me.
Well, so what? You just rented games and then blindly asked for why?
The two most rented games, I believe, that my brother and I ever rented was Contra 3, and he really liked always getting Nickelodeon Guts for the SNES.
Never played that. Nickelodeon Guts.
Mm-hmm. It was a show on Nickelodeon. It was like an obstacle course thing, but it wasn't like there was no like questions and things like that. Like Double Dare was more like straight up like got to paddle a kayak from point A to point B and back, or you had to do this rock wall thing, or they had this like what was it, recumbent bicycle. You had to go around the track and up and down things. The Astro Crag was the best part of it. That was the final thing. It was basically the children's version of American Gladiators minus American Gladiators that you had to fight.
Hey, you.
Huh?
Suit up, strap in, and ask yourself, do you have it?
Have what?
Nickelodeon Guts, now for your Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This is serious, realistic sports action just like the show, only now you're in total control. Compete against the clock or challenge a friend as you take on 7 of Guts' toughest events, including the awesome Aggro Crag. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Best out of 3? Nickelodeon Guts, only on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
All of this is lead up to what?
The greatest, or the highest selling video games of all time, according to IGN.
And also kind of according to
Wikipedia, where there's a bit of a discrepancy, I think, in terms of numbers and which one should be based upon certain smaller detailed parameters and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're just gonna look at the IGN one first.
Okay.
I mean, no, I'm asking you. Is that what you?
Yeah. We're gonna go because they've got like the top. Theirs is a top 10 list. It's got some notes and stuff like that.
Packing games are counted towards sales totals. Considering most, if not all, were bundled with a console, free downloads are not counted as sales. Excludes massively. Okay, I agree with that. Fortnite, right. League of Legends, totally.
Because you don't really buy those.
Right, no. Yeah. If the core game is free, I don't think it should be included in best selling.
Mm-hmm.
Due to a lack of sales data, we could not include certain games that may belong on this list. For example, we reached out to Activision Blizzard seeking updated sales numbers for Diablo 3 and Call of Duty franchise, but did not receive updated information to include those games on this list. Okay. So, top 10, just outside Overwatch, Super Mario Brothers, and Pokemon. Super Mario Brothers didn't even make the top 10. You look surprised. You're not surprised.
I mean, I think it's the original Super Mario Brothers, so it's that could make sense. Although it's right up there next to like Overwatch and Pokemon, which were.
Well, it's interesting to me because it's a combination of there wasn't much competition for video games back then, but also there was a much lower install base of people playing video games.
Right.
So it's that cancels it out, I guess, because otherwise, it's sort of like Star Wars, the original Star Wars making billions of dollars when it first came out. And it's sort of like, well, yeah, because there was nothing else, nothing else like it.
Yeah.
Now there's 8 special effects movies in the theater concurrently.
As we're recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally at this moment. Mm-hmm. Okay. 10 best-selling video games of all time. Number 10, The Witcher 3.
Wild Hunt.
I'm curious to see if I've actually played any of these games. So, I have not played The Witcher. Have you played any of The Witcher games?
I played the second.
You skipped the first. Okay.
Well, the first one I think it was on PC only. And I think they might have been able to port that over to consoles, but I'm pretty sure it was a PC only game beforehand.
And this is before you were PC gaming?
Yeah, before I was PC gaming, really. And it's compared to the other ones, they fixed a lot of stuff. And it's playable, but a lot of people are like, temper your expectations. The Witcher 3, for some reason, I feel like I got it for free on GOG, because sometimes GOG will give you free games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they gave it to me for free. So I installed it, played a little bit, uninstalled it, reinstalled it several months ago, played a little bit.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly good. It's if I feel like playing it, it's kind of it.
All right, so you haven't played. The answer is no, you haven't played The Witcher 3.
I have played The Witcher 3.
Oh, okay.
I haven't completed it. I've played some of it, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terraria. I have played like 20 minutes of Terraria. That's about it.
You bought me a copy.
Did I really?
Yes.
I think at one point, at one point, I wanted to co-op play it with you.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to play Minecraft together at one point too, because you bought it for Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, "Oh, let's get on and play together." But he doesn't play that at all anymore, right?
He tried it. He did it like one time. I think it's another one of those things where it's like he finds the stuff in around Minecraft cool, but he doesn't. It's similar to like Avengers
in Star Wars.
He's done a better job watching some Star Wars stuff than Avengers. Super like Marvel stuff.
I could see him coming back around to Minecraft because Minecraft doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, and I could see him getting to 2nd or 3rd grade, and a bunch of the boys are like, "We're going to play Minecraft tonight." Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "Oh, I have Minecraft. I haven't played it forever."
Yeah. They his class seems to be very big into Pokemon though. Like the cards. Like not really playing the game, it's more like collecting and trading.
All these kids are doing. No one's playing the games. They're just doing. They just like the stuff surrounding the IP.
Oh, also, both of my sons will be getting their first Funko Pops on Christmas, but they're Pokemon. Zachary's going to be getting Pikachu, and Nicholas is going to get his favorite Pokemon, Charizard. So, you're sure that that's his favorite? Yeah, he told me that. Yep. Okay. He's like, Dad, I have a Charizard card. Do you want to see my Charizard card? I'm like, yes, Nicholas. I'd like to see your Charizard. He's like, look at this. He's so cool. Charizard's my favorite. He was very pro Pikachu when I was there. Well, he's getting Charizard. No. It's just this. Just really, we'll come back to video games in a second. But since it's Christmas, let's talk about your kids, because kids make Christmas worthwhile. Being a lonely, drunk adult is not very appealing on Christmas. But spending time with kids on Christmas. That sounds amazing, by the way. I know. We should trade. Well, that sounds terrible. Honestly, we should trade places for a weekend. You know what? You get to experience washing dishes, laundry, scrubbing kids in the bathtub, trying to put them to bed. I have to do all of those. Be eating food because we're going to have dinner in an hour. I have to do all of those things. Besides to yourself, yes. I have to clean myself. Why am I eating these saltines? I'm going to be air frying some potato chips soon. Don't air fry potato chips. You could if you wanted to. I wouldn't judge. You would make fries instead. Okay, fries. Just make fries. Some chippies. But anyway, what I'm getting at is that, so I came down with gifts for your kids. And I did one gift for each kid and then a co-gift that was like a project for them to work on together.
Nicholas had circled things in the catalog that he wanted, and it was like, this is for Zachary, this is what I want. And so I followed his lead and got him what he wanted and what Zachary wanted. And then I could tell the moment they opened their gifts, Nicholas was looking at that fucking dinosaur and was like, I want that dinosaur. Not the egg one, the one that the robot one that shot missiles. And it wasn't specific to a property or an IP. It wasn't like Jurassic Park dinosaur. It was just robot dinosaur thing. So it was big and had lights and did stuff. And he wanted Lego or whatever they're called. They weren't actually Legos.
Mega Blocks.
Mega Block Pokemon things. So you open that box up and it's just a bunch of little baggies of unmade parts.
Yeah, you have the build.
Right. And then it's like he's looking at that and then looks over at the dinosaur toy going, and I was just thinking to myself, yeah, you did this to yourself, kid. Like, I could have told you that this was going to be, but it was like, and then is even after he puts them together, they go on the shelf then. I mean, I don't know if he carries them around or anything, but
he kind of, Zachary will sometimes play with them.
No, that's good. But so what I'm getting at is children are inconsistent, and everything is a whim with what a kid's going to like. And, hoping that you're going to land and get something that the kid is immediately into is kind of impossible.
Right.
It's like, how was the kid's day, especially like under the age of 12, let's say. It's all going to be very arbitrary of if the presents are popular or not.
Did Santa get what you wanted?
Look, I got bananas. I got bananas.
Number 8, Skyrim. It's another game. I played this on 360 for a bit because this was right after I played Fallout. I bought it right after I played Fallout 3 or New Vegas, one of the two. And I was like, I want more Bethesda RPG, first-person RPG. Oh, let's play Elder Scrolls 5. And then I was like, it's not my jam. I'm more sci-fi post-apocalypse stuff.
You have to be somebody who kind of enjoys some fantasy type of stuff.
Right,
which you've never really been too keen on fantasy.
Even though Legend of Zelda is my favorite, but yes, to be fair,
and it's a 12-year-old game and 60 million copies. Yeah, I totally can see it because they've released it on every single system that's come out since the 360. Quite honestly.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Look at every version of Skyrim. What we got? The original Skyrim. 2011. Wow, that's a long time ago. Special edition. What does that just have like the DLC in it? And stuff?
Yeah, it's called the major expansions, and then it's got like the little add-on DLC packs.
Switch version.
Okay. Yep.
Did you say at one point that you were getting a Switch for the boys this year? Or is that last year?
But I mean, we would have to get a brand new system, and they're more than content with playing just the Wii. And
are you guys content with just playing the Wii?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, speaking of the Wii, I do not understand how you play
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. We played it, and the entire time we were playing it, I was like I love your kids, but I was like, I hate this.
No, I agree. I mean,
I hate this game.
Smash Brothers unfortunately showed the biggest problem with the Wii's gimmick, motion control gimmick, and it's because not every single game has to have this gimmick incorporated into it.
Right.
Which is kind of the problem where I think that was a major issue also with like the PlayStation, what was it, Move? And then the Kinect, like the Xbox Kinect, where it's like developers were like, I have a game, but I don't know how to make this work for Kinect.
The extremely foolish motion controller fad that was bizarre.
I'm glad it's
I mean,
dead
most people just played the included game with the Wii, whatever that was, Wii Sports. That was like
That
is bowling and tennis. It was funny. It's like Nicholas got a little too like proud of himself because I was letting him win like tennis and joust or fencing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm shutting this shit down real fast. And then he was like, I don't want to play anymore. Because I was like, I'm not gonna go. He's 6.5 years. He's almost 7 years old. I'm not gonna beat him up. And then he was like, in your face. And I was like, oh, you're gonna be like that, kid? All right, here we go. Now it's on. And then he was like complaining to Erica that I kept winning. He's like, I don't want to play because Brendan's just gonna win again. It's like, yeah, shutting it down. But then we played Smash Brothers, and I couldn't get anything going. I didn't win one match until it was the last thing we played was the only time I won, and I don't even know how that happened. And I don't think you were playing anymore.
There's a definite delay issue with the inputs for Smash Brothers. I could definitely tell.
Oh, okay.
You have to get like the Pro controller for that, which was just like it looked.
I
like
have
a
one
modified GameCube. Yeah,
I have one because I used it to play the Twilight Princess. Was that the first Zelda game that came out?
Yeah. Then there was Skyward Sword, I believe.
Skyward. But anyway, okay. So no Switch for the kids.
No.
I'm also terrible at the racing game, the Mario racing game.
Oh, that's a whole nother
What's that game
episode
called?
of discussion. Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Thank you. Yeah, I suck at that. Basically, outside of the real Mario line, I'm not good at any of the Mario games. Skyrim VR.
VR. That's another thing that has to die.
From one gimmick to the next.
Yeah.
Motion controls, VR. What bothers me about VR is that for example, Half-Life Alyx is not like I want a non-VR version of that. I want something. It's like I shouldn't be denied a Half-Life game just because I don't want to buy a headset.
Yeah, and it's funny too because a lot of VR games like Half-Life Alyx and Skyrim, two examples, you're already playing in first person, so it's just like instead of having the monitor all the way there, it's right here.
I will say, to be fair to VR and VR headsets, I played with whatever the Oculus is called these days, and I played like Super Hot or whatever that game is, where it's like a shooting game, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. There was a moment where I was like, oh, maybe I should buy a headset, but I never did because I feel like it's something that I'll use to play a few games and take over to your place and like make your kids throw up because when they get motion sickness, make your wife throw up for motion sickness. Your wife. It might kill Erica. I think it would kill Erica. I think it would kill Erica.
Well, I told the boys already. I'm like, they're not going to get another mommy. Something like that happens.
What?
Well,
what did you tell your kids?
I told I said something like they were like acting like jerks one day, and I was just like, you need to be nice to mom because if something happens to mom, that's it. You're not getting a second mommy. Daddy's already been married once. I'm not doing it again.
If something happens to mom, you're not getting a new mom.
The AI waifus.
That is grim.
Well, then they stopped acting like little butts that they were that day.
You better be nice to mommy because if she leaves you're not getting it. If she leaves because you're too mean to her, mommy's leaving and never coming back, and then you're just stuck with daddy.
Terrible.
Anyway.
Uncle Brendan's going to come and help raise the boys. Two and two half men.
2 and 2 half men.
I don't know, which would technically 2 halves equal a whole. So
I mean, yeah, it would be like a Full House premise.
Zachary could sit on his brother's shoulders, and they could put out like a fedora and a trench coat. And
We'd have our own YouTube channel about that. It's like we'd have our own opening theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
Randy Newman.
We have to come back to thinking of like a
man, then they got 2 more half men.
Are you doing the theme to Monk? You sounded like Monk.
Sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyway, moving on. Red Dead Redemption 2. Did I skip anything? No. Red Dead Redemption 2. You played this, didn't you?
Yes.
I did not. I only played the original.
It's a great hunting simulator.
I was looking forward to this game for years. What was it, like 7 years between the first and the second one? Mm-hmm. And then it came out, and it was a prequel, and my interest bottomed out.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate prequels.
Why do we suddenly love prequels, everybody? I thought we hated prequels. Remember, we hate the prequels. Or is that narrative now just meh?
They want prequels because the way that the first game resolved, they were like, well, we can't make a direct sequel. And it's like, yeah, maybe you should keep that in mind when you're making the original.
Just make a new game.
There was a prime character to continue the story of Red Dead Redemption and the Marston family, to continue it. I want to see the continuation of this story, not starting over but not even like truly starting over with completely different characters.
Yeah,
it's just a mess. It's a mess, and I'm not a fan.
People are fine with prequels now because Red Dead 2 they love. That's a prequel. I've heard that Game of Thrones House of the Dragon is really, really good. And I'm like, what does it matter? We all know how it ends. Exactly. Bridgerton, which is a chick show that Erica likes watching, they have a prequel about Queen Charlotte, and people are perfectly fine with that. So I'm like, I guess, hey, everything's fine.
We're into prequels now.
We're into prequels. Prequels are good now.
Mario Kart 8.
Plus
Deluxe. I guess that's the full name.
I think it's because it was. I think they might have been bundled with the Switch.
In sales with the Wii U release.
Yes, because that was also released on the. So Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U. Mario Kart 8 Plus Deluxe was on the Switch. So it's kind of. They're kind of just adding that together in a sense.
Gotcha. PUBG. I thought. You did have to pay for that.
You do have to buy PUBG.
I
which
forgot
is
about that.
That will be soon. So finals tally. Then it went free to play in January, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, interesting. That because I don't hear anyone talk about PUBG anymore.
People still play it. It was like the original battle royale type of game, but after PUBG. Fortnite came out like a little bit after that, and that just blew it away. But in terms of sales, I think they could kind of be like, how many times has the game been downloaded? I suppose, or accounts created. You can kind of figure that out in terms of it. You could be like, okay, this many sales figures, this many download sales and stuff.
Wii Sports. There we go.
Yeah, that was bundled. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was probably everybody's favorite. It would like if they were going to come up with like a top 5 favorite Wii games, they would probably be including Wii Sports just because it kind of captured the essence of what the Wii's intended purpose was to get people up and playing games.
It is interesting that it's an exclusive title. All these other games are. I don't think they're exclusive.
Most of the Nintendo ones. Mario Kart is exclusive.
Right.
Yeah, that and Mario Kart.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo is still a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto 5, your favorite one. What's your favorite Grand Theft Auto? Okay. GTA. Yeah, you hate. Okay, nothing to say about Grand Theft Auto 5.
I mean, it's. I mean, they sold hundreds of millions of units, and it still keeps paying. It still keeps printing money. GTA 6 is probably going to be the same case,
right?
However, I kind of feel at this point that people don't with GTA 5. If you're playing it, you're more than likely just playing it online, which I mean, I don't know if they made that like a pay service or if it's free to play, but then
it's free to play.
I imagine that
I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I never seen anything about having
the majority of the income that Take-Two has received from GTA has come from online play, hands down. Because I don't think that there's anything... I think everybody who wanted to buy GTA 5 has already purchased it. And, you know...
Yeah, game itself isn't free, but the online play is free, is included. So, I liked GTA 1, GTA 2, Vice City, or whatever. What was the one, the 80s one? Was it just called Vice City?
Vice City, GTA Vice City.
Yeah, and then I played GTA 4 was the last one I played. And I liked GTA 4.
Hey, cousin.
Yeah,
I
liked it just fine. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
But
I love San Andreas. San Andreas is still...
Yeah, I never played that because that was PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it? I don't think it was on Xbox.
Maybe eventually they ported it over down the road, but yeah, I had mine in PS2. That was so good. So damn good. You can go to casinos. You could play blackjack or poker, and you had ambulance missions, cop missions, hauling missions.
PS2 exclusive.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Minecraft. This is into my territory.
Okay.
I played a ton of Minecraft. I still, because play Rust a lot still. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. I have played a lot of Rust, but I only play it in like December and January. But I put a lot of hours into it in December and January. Like my Steam thing. Did you look at your Steam report or whatever, end of the year Steam report?
Yes.
What was your most played? Do you remember what your most played game was?
I think it was... I feel it's a Yakuza game because I did finish Yakuza 6 this year.
So, okay, mine's really embarrassing. My number one game played was Rust. 61% of playtime in Rust.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what number 2 and 3 are? Here's a hint. That's a game and its sequel.
Okay.
You're not gonna guess.
A game and its sequel.
Yeah.
So both of them?
Yeah.
Half-Life 1 and 2?
No, that's a good guess. But Honey Pop 1 and 2. So bad.
Okay.
Where's the thingy thing?
Oh, here's my Steam replay.
Here, replay. Steam replay. Yeah. So Rust is 61%, Honey Pop is 23%, and Honey Pop 2 Double Date is 4%. That is pathetic and embarrassing.
Let's see here. Okay, so here we go. So my top 3 games this year were Yakuza 6. 17% of all playtime was devoted to that game.
What's 7? You said 17%?
17. Yep.
Wow.
Judgment was 12%, and then number 3 was Hogwarts Legacy with 9%.
Oh wow! I didn't know you played that much of Hogwarts.
I didn't either, which I was surprised about.
That game.
And then I had First Descendant, Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, and then what was the other ones? Oh, the most... Okay, so there was one game this year I achieved the most badges for and also completed all Steam achievements.
Mine's like super... It just shows how much I don't really play video games anymore. Mm-hmm. I unlocked 2 achievements in the entire year, the median being 13.
Okay.
But this says I played 20 games total, and the median is only... This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Median is 4 games, and I played 20. So I played a bunch of different games.
I got 51 achievements for this game.
51 achievements?
I played a total of 8 hours, and I got 50. I maxed it. I got 100% of 51 achievements.
So look at this. My Rust play game time, which is the number 1 game I played. Look at that calendar.
Yeah.
January and December, are the only times I played it, but it accounts for 61% of the time I spent in Steam.
That's crazy.
What's Honey Pop? Oh, and when I wasn't playing Rust, I was playing Honey Pop.
Ooh, it's a hot and steamy summer here in Chicago.
Oh, and yeah, see, this is not a coincidence that it's the same months for Honey Pop and Honey Pop 2. Oh, and Pickle Extreme. Half-Life 2. That's playtime by month. That's funny. Anyway, sorry, that was a quick aside because I was reading about though that like only like let's say 15% of people played games that were made in 2024.
I would believe that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But Minecraft, yeah. So Minecraft is I've played Minecraft since it really kind of first came out. I played it when it was like a Java game in browser. You could play it like in the browser, like a cheap version or a stripped down version, something.
Right.
I remember trying to explain what it was to people at work when it first came out. So yeah, big fan of Minecraft. I should probably, after I get tired of Rust, I'll switch over to Minecraft. Mm-hmm. And number one of all time, this is not what I was expecting.
Tetris,
520 million sales.
I feel that the majority of that would be based upon it being included with your Game Boy, but according to this, it sounds like it's any and every version of Tetris across any and every platform. Yeah,
they're including phone sales.
425 million paid mobile downloads. That's insane.
I think I gotta look and see if I have if I own a Tetris. Do you play games on your phone? I think I've asked you this before. I don't either.
I had a few. I had two of the most interesting ones I had was KOTOR and GTA Vice City. Mm. And when I took a look as to how much storage it took on, I was like, no, I can't. And also the problem was I can't play these things on my phone. Like it's just not the same.
I need to get a Bluetooth controller to keep in my bag, and then maybe I'd actually play the game. I've bought a bunch of games, but the reason I've bought them is because I do Google rewards, and so it's one of those answer a bunch of questions and you get credit to your Google account. Mm-hmm. So I've bought games because otherwise the points expire. Mm. So I've used them to buy games. I used to use it to buy music, which was more useful for me, right. But so I still do that, but I can't, like you said, like I have Max Payne. I tried playing it with the on-screen controls, and it's just a nightmare. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, it's.
So Tetris. I mean, yeah. Every I know a lot of older women who like to play Tetris.
Yep. I'm surprised Candy Crush isn't on this. Mm. Although unless you have to pay for. Unless Candy Crush or Words with Friends is free.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there are people. I'm guessing if Tetris is like a couple bucks, why not? I mean, it's not like they're not making you pay like $9, which would be ludicrous.
Have you been Tetrisized?
I'm not Jewish.
We're going to play a game. Ooh. We're going to play a Christmas game.
I love games.
We're going to play, I think this would be sort of like the Newlywed game, where we have to guess what the other person would say. And this is broken up into 3 categories. Winter in general, Christmas,
okay,
and New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So 3 different ones, 3 different categories. And it's this is a this or that question. So I'm going to ask you, we're going to go through this list of questions, and then you guess what I would say, and I'm going to guess what you would choose. Okay? Okay. So this is the winter category.
Oh. Okay.
Number 1, build a snowman or have a snowball fight. Build a snowman or have a snowball fight. I think you will say... build a snowman.
I would say snowball fight. Actually.
Snowball fight? Okay.
I'm going to say you would say snowman.
Yes. But okay, but I don't picture you. Would you have a snowball fight with your kids?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never see you like doing that. I never see you
Well,
like.
you're not here when we have
I know,
snowball fights.
but I mean, like, I never see you like doing that kind of thing. When I guess it's because I'm there. Like I don't see you like doing that kind of stuff with your kids.
Oh, we would do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think given the past several years worth of winters, it's kind of difficult to get
That's true.
ample amounts of snow.
Hot
Which is
cocoa.
great because people will complain about that
wait.
here. They're like, "Oh, there's no snow for Christmas," and then you get snow. Yes, I know it gets dumped in January, but it's like, "Oh, you got your snow now," and then they're like, "Well, there's too much snow." Where was it during Christmas? It's like you wouldn't be outside during Christmas. You'd be indoors watching Christmas Story and wrapping presents. Who you crapping?
Who you crapping, Alex? So you're gonna get a point. We're gonna do points.
What
for
do I
this.
win?
I'll figure that out by the end of the episode. All right, so you've got 1 point because you got it right. Hot cocoa or hot cider? I'm gonna guess. Well, you go. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna go with cocoa.
No, cider, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hot toddy wasn't on it. Wasn't an option. So I was like, it's got to go to cocoa.
Cider.
Oh.
But I think you're gonna go for cocoa.
Yeah, I'd probably go with cocoa.
All right, cool. We're tied now. Peppermint or gingerbread flavor.
I'm going to pick gingerbread for you.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'm going to pick peppermint for you.
No.
Damn it.
No.
Damn it. Knit sweater or long cardigan? Let's just say knit sweater or a cardigan. I don't know why it has to be long. Pullover or a cardigan. Pullover sweater or a cardigan. Or a jumper as the English
you're gonna
say.
have you have a pullover.
Yes, considering I'm currently wearing a pullover sweater. I'm going to say the same for you.
Yeah.
I've never seen you with a cardigan.
Not since grade school.
Not since even in grade school.
It's
Do we have
cold,
cardigan?
mommy. It's so cold at school. Well, you put on your cardigan. Thank you, mommy.
You had a cardigan in grade school?
Yeah, in grade school. Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I didn't have to use a lot of yarn because husky sizes.
I didn't.
Special made.
I associate cardigans with like Mr. Rogers, so I wasn't I think of it as an older man wardrobe.
No, I had a cardigan. Yeah.
Okay, all right, good for you. Bowl of soup or bowl of chili? I'm gonna guess first and say you're a bowl of chili.
Yeah, it would be dependent upon what the bowl of soup would be, but in general,
We're not gonna.
chili
We're
would
not
be a
gonna.
better choice.
Yeah, say we're not.
Chili.
We're just gonna.
No,
Okay.
chili.
All right.
I'm gonna say a bowl of soup for you.
That is correct. I do not eat chili.
Nor do you
don't.
wear shorts.
Nor do I wear shorts. These
You'll
are
never
these
see
are
this man
eating
eating
shorts.
chili with a pair of shorts.
It's true. I cannot get over the appearance of chili. It makes me feel gross to look at. So
You're
I don't.
such an obscure sect of Christianity who does not believe in shorts. You were ostracized and kicked out.
Yeah, I believe in shorts for sports, for sporting and for swimming. But obviously, I don't insist on wearing like a body glove or bodysuit, whatever those are called. What are those called?
Bodysuit.
What are they called? Is it a bodysuit?
They're called shorts.
No. The full, like for surfers. What are they? What are those
Oh,
called?
rash guard.
No. What do the surfers wear when they're surfing? The surf outfit.
My brother called it a rash guard.
Why is it called Why is he called a rash guard?
Because that's what it was. I guess according to him when he was surfing.
What are you talking about? You are a crazy person.
Do you talk like the thing you wear when you go scuba diving?
Yeah, like this. What is this called? Wetsuit. I was right. Yeah, that's rash guard.
I don't need called the rash guard. I don't.
Well,
I have no idea.
You thought that was the actual name for it?
I don't know. I don't go surfing. Do I look like
I understand,
a surfer?
but rash guard is like obviously not a real. All right, moving on. It's the Christmas spirit. We shouldn't be arguing with each other. Is there any alcohol in that eggnog?
No, we don't have any booze. Unless you wanted me to put Malort in there or that bottle of Balvenie.
No, the
That's not
Belvania
gonna
does
happen.
not go.
You need to put a brandy in that.
You have a whole bottle of Glühwein over there.
That's what Erica and I are going to enjoy Christmas night when the boys have gone to bed and we're eating our gingerbread cookies.
I'm
that we make
glad.
that day.
I'm glad I
And we're
could
going to watch some Christmas.
I'm glad I can contribute to your romantic evening with your wife.
We're going to
Anyway,
be too tired from the day.
Romantic evening doesn't mean anything specific.
A
It
nice
just means-
cuddle up evening.
Yes,
Yes.
with my Glühwein.
Could I heat this up in a microwave?
No, you guys can't heat it in the microwave.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Wait, so I gave you your point. Ice skating or sledding?
Sledding.
For
Oh,
me?
I mean, you're going to do sledding. You're going to do sledding.
I think we both agree that ice skating is terrible.
I've done ice skating once, and I've never had that many bruises on my keister and knees. I hate it.
I've told you before that I had like my one perfect Christmas day with a girl, and we went. I've told you this before. Never mind. Moving on. But we went ice skating,
story.
and I thought I was going to break my ankles the entire
Yeah.
time. Luckily, I did not. But
I hate when people try to peer pressure you into ice skating. It's like, I don't want to do that. Leave me alone.
I don't want to be peer pressured into anything.
That's true.
It's just, and I mean, you know me, I'll just shut down. Like if I say, no, I'm really not interested, and someone keeps pushing it, I'm the kind of person who will be like, you know what, I think I'm just leaving now.
Yeah.
And then I'll just never talk to that person ever again.
Oh.
I am, it's like, I have a high ceiling, but then once you hit it, it's like, I'm never talking to you ever again. Like this is over. This entire thing is over.
Yeah. No means no, ladies.
No means no, ladies. That's right. But the thing is with girls, the ceiling is a lot higher with what I'll put up with. Like go out, like go do because of a girl wanting to do it.
It's also made of glass.
The more you this is about anything. The more you like somebody, the more concessions you're willing to make for them.
Yeah.
And so
guys
it's like
do dumb things for girls.
yeah, of course. It's like you want the girl to like you, and so you'll be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go ice skating with you, and then it's like, fuck, I don't want to go ice skating.
Bungee jumping, sure thing.
Hot cocoa with whipped cream or marshmallows? I think you will say marshmallows.
Correct. I think you would say marshmallows also.
No.
Oh.
Whipped cream. Ready
Really?
Whip. Ready Whip on top. I like me some Ready Whip. Wait, I gave you a point. That's wrong. Finally, I'm caught.
No, I'm upset that I got... Oh. So, do you like marshmallows to begin with?
I'll put it this way. I have Swiss Miss, the only brand of hot cocoa, in my
The official brand
the official
of Culture Doom.
The official Culture Doom brand. I've tried other brands. I've tried more expensive brands, and it's like disgusting. Get out of here. I don't need this. But I buy the milk chocolate or the rich chocolate version, not the version with marshmallows, because I will add my whipped cream to it. Ready Whip on top.
Your own whipped cream?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
For hot apple cider, the only brand I can ever find is this yellow box called Alpine.
I mean, I've seen it like you buy the stuff that's in the refrigerator section.
Oh, like concentrate?
No, not the frozen stuff. I'm talking about it's like comes in a gallon jug.
Oh,
Stuff like that.
I'm talking about like a mix, like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
I've never even done that. Maybe that's why you don't choose cider over. Oh, hot cider is so good.
Yeah.
I need that now. I want to go buy hot cider. Anyway, yes, down with I mean, I don't care if you like marshmallows. Marshmallows are great. Everybody likes a marshmallow, but
Zachary likes him, but Nicholas is just like, meh.
what is wrong with that boy?
I don't know.
That boy ain't right. What kind of little boy doesn't like marshmallows? Does he not like the texture? Maybe he doesn't like the texture.
A texture thing, but although now they've got this weird thing where Zachary doesn't like cherry tomatoes, but Nicholas does. But then Zachary like wants to eat nothing but apples and mandarin oranges. But then Nicholas is just like, meh.
Well, oranges, citrus. He may not
They're
be into
getting-
citrus.
They both like grapes, and they're eating their fruits and vegetables in some capacity.
I do love how, though, that it's like, how do they know to coordinate so that you guys have to buy a variety? That you guys just can't buy cuties, and they both eat them. You have to buy cuties for Zachary and whatever. You know what I mean? It's
Mini muffins are worse because Nicholas only wants the Entenmann's brand, which tend to be the highest priced of the brands. And then like you can just give Zachary like any brand of like mini muffins and he's content.
Right.
He's just like, okay.
Well, he's 3. He doesn't know.
It's true. Doesn't like mini tomatoes now.
Would you prefer to snow every day or not snow at all in winter? I'm going to choose
one or the other. Huh.
Yeah, it's all or nothing. I think you would say no snow at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you drive to work, but your car also is in a covered parking lot. So I'd say you're fine with it snowing every day.
Alex, come on.
No, I thought you're sentimental about like the snow.
I do like the snow, but at this point in adulthood, I think most adults would say no snow at all because
since you're not kids anymore and you don't have
such
snow
a
days.
pain. It's such a pain in the ass.
Yes.
To deal
Drive
with
to your
snow.
mom's and shovel the driveway when it's not
exactly.
even your driveway.
I'd have to
anymore.
go. I'd have to go shovel my mom's driveway, and then I have to commuting in it would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's all just bad times. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Would you rather forget your hat or forget your gloves? You do not have a hood in this scenario. Forget your hat or forget your gloves. Or not? Would I? Because the question is,
okay. Would Brendan forget his hat or his gloves?
Which would I prefer? Which would I
prefer?
prefer to have happen?
Maybe your hat.
I prefer to lose my hat.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh.
I prefer to, because my head will be cold.
I thought you don't want your hands to be all like dried and chappied.
I'll put it in my pocket. It's easy to keep your hands warm.
Okay. But then I
well, then I
really
assume
wear
that
your hat. Like it has to be pretty cold for you to wear a hat.
That's true.
It's also like you do your hair up. So
I did not. Yeah, you were very worried about me because I wasn't. You didn't like how I was buttoning my coat.
No.
It's so weird. You were like, zip it up, and I was like, I'm not zipping this. There's buttons.
I thought you were like trying to not say that like my zipper's busted.
My zipper wasn't busted.
Okay, then why weren't you zippering it?
Because I don't need to
told you
zipper,
to zipper it.
Oh my god. Yeah, Alex. Whenever I visit Alex, he goes into weird dad mode and just like
I
trying
have
to tell me.
3 sons at that point.
He asks me if I need to go potty, which makes me want to kill. No, go pee pee. He tells me to go pee pee. Brendan, you have to go pee pee, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Don't talk to me like this.
Brendan, are the bites too big? Do you want me to cut them for you?
That's coming.
Applesauce.
That's coming. That's
Finish
coming.
your applesauce.
Right. Okay. Well, I take it that you would rather forget your hat than your gloves.
No, I don't really wear gloves either.
Oh, so we both got this
both
wrong.
hat. Yeah,
Great.
I tend to wear hats a lot more.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of the time, yeah.
But wait. I think I just confused. Anyway, yes. Let's just say we got it wrong.
Gloves.
You're fine losing your gloves.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Cozy cabin. Staying in a cozy cabin or hiking in the snow. Oh, God.
Oh. We all know.
I think this is pretty obvious that we prefer to
you want your
not
bothy.
move.
We build our bothy in rust,
Right.
so we know we both want the bothy.
We both prefer to not move.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So that was our winter category, which I won by 1 point.
Oh.
7-6.
I feel there was a 3 a.m. ballot dump there somewhere.
I'm keeping.
Oh, look, they put up a disclaimer about.
Wait, can't see it. All right, too bright. All right, so 7 to 6. Now, this next category has 15 questions instead of 10. This is the Christmas category. So
All right,
we can
here we
make
go.
up some. Okay,
LED or incandescent bulbs?
yeah, right. Turkey or ham for Christmas? Which would I prefer? Turkey or ham?
I know you would say ham.
That is correct. And I think you would say turkey.
No.
Fudge.
Because you know my rule. Turkey is for Thanksgiving.
So you prefer ham on
Ham
Christmas?
is for Jesus both times.
Okay. Oh, here we go. This should be easy.
Okay.
Mulled wine or eggnog? I believe you would pick eggnog.
And you would say mulled wine.
Correct. Here we go. We're tied at the moment in terms of grand total.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? Okay.
Corn or Limp Bizkit?
There we go. Christmas sweaters or Christmas pajamas?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh,
What would I pick?
Christmas sweaters.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't.
Because you don't sleep in pajamas.
I don't. Right. I don't believe in formal pajamas.
Clothing.
I don't believe it. I had to put clothes on for this stupid podcast.
You run your laundry machines just for the hell of it.
I'm gonna say that you would. You do like your pajamas. In fact, you're wearing Christmas pajamas right now. So pajamas for you. Yep. Okay. All right. Elf or this is movies. Elf or Christmas Vacation?
Christmas Vacation.
For me, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For you, Christmas Vacation.
There we go.
Okay.
He said it.
I was
Got a little word there.
I was entertaining because of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
That you had seen Elf more, and like it had either you had grown fond of it because of that, or you had not, or you hated it because of it. But
I've gotten
neither.
a little bit more warmer on it.
Gotcha.
I had it on one time in the background. The kids were like, meh, but Christmas Vacation is still better.
The king, still the king.
I think.
August, yeah. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
It's a three-way. It's a triangle. It's a triforce.
Okay.
Between Christmas Story, of Christmas Vacation, and then Muppets Christmas Carol.
Okay, I completely agree. If I had to pick three movies to watch for Christmas, those are the three movies.
Yeah.
Muppets Christmas Carol is the best adaptation of that story.
Yes, and not just because it's got the Muppets, but it's also because it's got Michael Caine in it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure I mentioned it on the last Christmas special, but I hadn't seen that movie up until recently. And it happened because the music box was showing it on film for Christmas. And I was sitting in my apartment. It was like an hour from then. I was sitting in my apartment and I was like, do I really want to walk a mile to go see the Muppet Christmas Carol? Do I really care about this movie that much? I'm all comfy at home. Like we just discussed, I'd rather not move or do things as opposed to moving and doing things. And I watched the trailer on YouTube and I was like, all right, I have to go see this. And then I went and saw
mile
it,
walk it is.
and I was like, this is fantastic. Like it's one of those movies where halfway through the movie, it was that, oh, this is amazing. How did nobody force me to watch this before?
Yeah.
But so yeah, anyway, good job, buddy.
And unfortunately, still to this day, I mean, it kind of sadly doesn't get its due around Christmas time.
No.
It kind of gets overlapped by many other ones.
Right. Sugar cookies or gingerbread cookies?
Ooh.
Remember, this is guessing for me.
Yeah. See, some of these are kind of like you might have mentioned it once or twice, but it never really came up for discussion that much. It only comes up for discussion around this time.
Right. No, I don't think I've ever specifically mentioned this, but I mean, it seems obvious to me because I know what I like, but like I think you can extrapolate.
I'm
In
going to
fact,
say gingerbread for you.
Yes, I would say. In fact, we kind of I already expressed an interest in gingerbread in the last round.
Okay.
I love gingerbread men, but it has to be like thicker gingerbread and not crispy, like crunchy gingerbread.
Oh, so more of like a baked type of soft.
Yeah, soft gingerbread. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna go with sugar cookies for you. No, what? Man, I am failing at this. I feel bad about our friendship now.
Well, we only do the stuff we're discussing only comes once a year. It's not like
yeah, we don't express our
Star Trek is
preferences.
eternal.
Yes, but I thought because does Erica make gingerbread?
We kind of do it now as a family together. We have a children's the Gingerbread Man book.
Oh.
And there's a recipe on the back of it that we utilize. So we always like add all like the seasoning, like the spices and stuff like that. And the recipe's actually done pretty good. We've used it for probably 4 years now. And
That's great.
It's pretty solid, yeah.
Gift wrapping or gift bag?
Gift wrapping for you.
For me?
Yeah.
See, it's a tricky question because
There's a guy answer to it though.
well, I prefer wrapping gifts, but I'm really bad at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I never do it because every time I've watched YouTube videos about gift wrapping, and there's something, I don't know what it is. I just am really bad at wrapping gifts. Like I never have enough, or I have way too much. And the seams don't look right. Like Erica wrapped the gifts for your kids because I had them sent to your place, and I was like, "Thank you, Erica, for because I would have just thrown them into bags if I left my own devices." So I'm going to give you the point,
Okay.
because I prefer wrapping gifts, but I never
technicality.
do. Yeah, I never do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you like gift wrapping also.
No. I suck at it. I'm like I use half a roll of wrapping paper just for like one box.
But do you prefer the aesthetic of it, or do you not care? Do you have an opinion on that?
I prefer the aesthetics of a gift wrapping, but
Okay, then
when I get something for someone, I'm like, tissue paper bag, just shove it in there.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So I'm giving us both points for that then.
Yeah.
Because we both prefer, I'd rather see wrapped gifts under a tree and not a bunch of bags.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually going to wrap anything. That's what Erica does. Erica can wrap both of our gifts.
Do it.
This is a stupid question, kind of, I guess. DIY gifts or DIY decorations?
I would say DIY decorations,
Yeah.
not gifts.
That's what I would say for you also.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a DIY gift.
Yeah. If you're a little kid, okay, it's cute because the boys brought home little they made their own little ornaments with like their handprints and stuff. It's adorable. But when you're in your 40s and you're doing DIY gifts and they're not that great.
Well, I mean, because you made vanilla syrup, just vanilla, right?
Vanilla
Extract, yeah,
Yeah.
for Erica. That's a nice gift. That was useful for her. You guys are still using it, as far as I could tell. She made like 20 gallons.
I think it's just very like just not even potent like alcohol at this time. It was made with just like vodka.
Vodka and beans. Vodka and
yeah.
beans.
Yeah.
But like stuff like that, that's totally fine. It's just that there's I don't know. I can't even really think of what DIY gifts I've ever done or gotten.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Erica might have in the past gotten me like a special custom ordered like t-shirt or something like that, but like a screen print t-shirt of some sort that she picked out and customized, but that's kind of it. But
I mean,
yeah.
it was, speaking of Erica, I mean, I could see her making a scarf or something for somebody, and that's or a hat like that.
Boys, yeah.
Maybe I'm being too hard on DIY gifts, because those things, that kind of stuff is fine.
But what we
just have no talents, so there's nothing. It's more like I can't give a DIY gift because it would just be sad and broken. The most DIY thing I've ever done is make like I made a DVD slideshow as a montage. Well, it's a fancier word. Photo montage for my mom like 10 years ago of like baby photos of the two of us when I was first using Final Cut. And like, I'm an editor now. I'm gonna make a thing for my mom. That's the
I'm a
only
man
DIY.
now.
I'm a man now.
I know Final Cut.
Real trees or fake trees?
Oh.
You have to know this answer for me.
Real tree.
No.
Fake tree?
Fake tree. Have I ever had a real tree? The answer is no. I've never had a real tree.
Oh, okay.
Grew up with fake. I actually told my mom, because she wanted to buy a tree from our high school. And when I was at senior year, she was like, I'm going to buy a tree from the farm for your last year at high school. And I was like, I forbade her. I was like, no, we have fake trees in this family. We are not switching to one random year of having a real tree in the living room. I staunchly opposed. I guess you'll prefer real trees then?
I do prefer real trees, but as a 42-year-old man with kids and all this stuff, it was like, hey, let's get a good quality tree that will pay for one time, which is a little bit more than what the cost of a real tree is at this point, and it'll last us years down the road. Because you take it out for like several weeks,
right?
Once a year, and then it goes back up in the attic.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, I'm totally on board with fake trees. Snowflakes excuse me. I'm skipping one. For sake of argument in this.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh man, I got like.
Would you like Ricola?
No, I do have some Ricolas, but it's not. I should have taken one. Why didn't I take one? I didn't want it clicking around in my mouth while I'm on the mic. But
I was eating fruitcake and drinking.
I know, but I was, I was listening to you thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this out. Anyway, for the sake of this argument, for this conversation,
yes,
No, this is fine.
Okay.
Would you prefer hosting Christmas or visiting others for Christmas?
I'm going to say you say visiting.
See, this I guess I'm going to give that to you, but this is what I was going to say is, for sake of argument, let's pretend I have a family too, so that it's equal footing, because as a single person, hosting people for Christmas is insane. This is an insane thing to do. So I would never do it. But if I had a family and a home, I think I would prefer to host, because then I can make it, I can sculpt it to be exactly the Christmas that I want and enforce my food choices and music and decorations and all of these things. You know what I mean? Why are you looking at me like that?
The problem with hosting is that you kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, when the fuck are they going to leave?
Sure.
It's not like you can play that music at the end of an acceptance speech to kind of wrap things up.
Well, no, I know that you don't want to host.
No, I hate hosting people.
I was going to say, all right, so I'll give both of us a point for this. But yeah, no, if all things equal, I would be like, yeah, I want to be in charge of the holiday experience, the Christmas experience.
I imagine you would want to have like the classic Christmas that you enjoyed as a child, but then you're still going to walk around like classy Santa, Steve Carell from The Office, when he had the smoking jacket and like the velvet hat. And he's like, oh, we're going to have a classy Christmas.
I always wanted, and this is relevant because I just watched this movie, but I always wanted to do
Boondock Saints?
a Christmas like, and this is obviously much more ornate than I would ever do, but the Eyes Wide Shut Christmas decorations are always super cool to me.
That's fair. See, that almost has like a New Year's type of vibe to it.
I mean, this is
a lot
super
of the white lights.
Yeah, this is super formal. But I always thought I like how these strands of lights. I might go colored lights for that. I mean, this is really the influence of why my windows are the way they are, because it's like the strands of lights like this.
Yeah, for the human sacrifice.
Like, look at this. So cool. Anyway, I love that movie.
So they have this giant staircase, in this huge mansion, and then they go upstairs and, interdimensional frogs and all that stuff.
Interdimensional frogs. Snowflakes or icicles?
Snowflakes.
For me? Yes. And snowflakes for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Woo. It's getting
icicles
getting
are kind of dangerous because you're just like, you walk out the garage and you're like, am I going to get impaled? Am I going to be like the reporter from
am I going to get impaled?
Hot Fuzz when he has the steeple come down and
go. Do you prefer Christmas the question is Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Ooh.
I'm going to guess for you Christmas morning.
Correct. Okay. I'm going to say for you Christmas Eve.
Damn it, yes, you're right.
Yes. Because it's the anticipation. You're like, what's happening. It's just like, oh, I don't want to go to sleep. But if I don't go to sleep, Santa's not going to come. But if I pretend I'm sleeping, maybe I can peek my eye out and see Santa.
Are you describing me as if I was an 8-year-old?
Yes.
That's
like 8-year-old.
But I'm 41 years old.
Yeah.
That's not
now
why
you're doing the same, but you're sleeping with your baseball bat in case you have an intruder.
Yes. I was like, that's not that. Maybe when I was 8, that was the justification. Now it's just I prefer an evening more so than I prefer mornings. The Christmas lights are all more vibrant because it's nighttime and not drowned out by silly morning light.
You're like, why is there this rattling in the pipes and the walls?
So it's just I prefer the ambience of Christmas Eve far more than plus growing up, Christmas Eve was the primary party. The primary event was Christmas Eve. Christmas Day was just me and like my mom and my grandparents. Santa's gifts, I've said this before, I always repeat myself every Christmas special. Christmas Eve was all the cool presents. Mm-hmm. Specifically because my mom didn't want Santa to get credit for the good stuff. Yeah. Because that's how my mom is, which is hilarious to me. Place. Yes, exactly. So Christmas Eve was all the cool stuff. Christmas Day, Santa's gifts were like pajamas, shaving cream, or fake shaving cream. I got like a fake shaves kit. Smoking jacket. It was all the kind of less cool, fun stuff was what I would get. Mm-hmm. I remember one time Santa gave me, I think I still use it, my travel bag, the travel kit, toiletries bag. Mm-hmm. That was a Santa gift.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That thing's been a staple in your life for a long time. Man.
Yes. But like what 10-year-old is like, oh, whoopee, it's a toiletry bag.
Socks. Thanks, Grandma. You always know as a kid.
Still up by 1, damn it.
As a kid, you always knew, and that when you came across a present that was the flat rectangular box that was pretty light, it was an ominous sign that it was. You knew what it was. If it was smaller, I was like, okay, maybe I'm getting a copy of like Aladdin on VHS. Like, sweet, this is gonna be awesome. But when it's this size and this big, you're like,
there's a
shirt.
There's a picture of me from one Christmas Eve where I can see the label on it. It's me opening up a Barefoot Gen, the anime, which is about Hiroshima, and I look super stoked because I got this nuclear atomic bomb dropping anime on Christmas Eve. It's amazing. I was probably 14 years old, I think. Open gifts one by one or open gifts at the same time. So family, Christmas, everyone looks at Alex while he opens his gift, and then everyone looks at Nicholas when he opens it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you go on a round.
Everybody does one gift.
Or just everyone opening everything at the same time.
For you, I'm gonna say everybody open everything at once.
Yes, I'm like Nicholas. I don't want everybody looking at me. Mm-hmm. I get anxiety. I think that you'll go one by one just because it's more traditional.
I'm trying to remember.
It's not necessarily what you do; it's what you prefer to do.
Yeah, I kind of prefer doing the one by one thing.
It just because that's like the family centric.
Yeah, the
And
family
as a
centric.
As a family man,
Because it's also a lot easier to collect all the wrapping paper in the garbage bag.
see,
The
as
family
a
man
family man.
It's like, okay, how many bags, how many trash bags do I need to get ready?
Caroling or looking at Christmas lights. Going out to look at Christmas lights.
You were the kid that went around in the car looking at Christmas lights with maybe like a little thermos of hot chocolate, or if you got it from maybe even when you were older, you might have been doing it like in like a something from Starbucks or something. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys were looking at lights, family too.
Yeah, definitely we prefer. I don't really know how many people do the caroling stuff anymore.
I only did it in Cub Scouts.
Oh, okay.
And I did not like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're in some organization, you're kind of required or asked to do that. That's kind of how you do it. You know, just like, hey guys, let's go caroling.
It's a weird thing though, because you do just kind of wander around with a group of people and sing outside people's houses. It's weird. People can get
there's a
shot
lot of homeless
doing
people that do that too.
Oh, here we go. Angel tree topper or star tree topper. This is the last question for the Christmas category.
This is the council fanboys question for Christmas, man.
I have expressed this opinion before to you.
Yes.
But why would you remember it?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess for you. I know you have a star.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to say angel for you.
For you, I'm going to say a star.
No. Angel. Come on, man.
Good Catholic boy.
Yeah. It's I think that's more of like an old school thing, the angel.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has an angel, and I think they've had it. It's like when she was a kid. It's the same angel. It's great.
Yeah.
Go angel. It's kind of like silly looking.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't say that it's super like ornate or fancy. It looks like something that would be in one of those Saul and Bat. What's the name of those stop motion Rankin Saul?
Bass.
Rankin Bass. I don't know where Saul came from. Rankin Bass. It looks like something that would be in one of those shows.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's got that kind of stop motion figure look
puppet
to it.
Look, yeah.
In like 1950s.
Let's
say.
That's nice.
You know?
Yeah, I want to get an angel, but we used to have just like a big, huge bow on the top. And then like a couple of years ago, we ended up getting a star, which I guess that's... Yeah.
Alex, I think that
I'd like to get an angel. Someday.
I think that we are tied.
Good.
I got 12. You got 12 right in the Christmas category.
Okay.
I got 11 right in the Christmas category.
Okay.
In the previous category, you got 6 and I got 7. So we currently both are at 18
Nice.
points
Nice.
out of a possible 25.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, not too bad.
No.
All right. Part 3.
Oh, boy.
Bonus round. I think
Sonic 3 of...
These are going to be pretty easy, I think. This is the New Year's Eve category, or epilogue.
I just go to sleep nowadays.
Stay in for New Year's Eve or a New Year's party. You're going to stay in.
I'm going to stay in. You got that right, buddy. I'm going to say you want to go out.
That is correct.
All right.
Champagne or sparkling cider? Champagne for you. No, you want to
I
have
like the sparkling cider.
fudge.
I want the kitty cocktail for New Year's.
All right.
I'm going to say sparkling cider.
For me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Have you met me?
Yeah, I have.
When
I
would
also
I
prefer
ever...
incandescent light bulbs for Christmas.
Yes, that is true.
So
I can't wait to see my light, my electricity bill this month.
It's like that's like my water bill during the summer.
It's like the LEDs do not look great, but they are certainly more efficient.
Yeah.
No, I will always choose alcohol over not alcohol.
Okay.
You know that.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to get a couple of bottles of that sparkling cider for the boys. Well, for Nicholas.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anything like that.
Zachary doesn't or Nicholas doesn't?
Zachary does. All he drinks is water and milk. That's it.
Good for him.
Yeah. He's very straight edge without even knowing he's straight edge in a sense.
No carbonation,
and milk is a little that's getting wild for him.
So he'll have, you guys can have champagne. Well, I guess you're all going to be drinking the sparkling cider.
Mm-hmm.
That was always a very festive adult feeling, and you put them in like the wine flutes.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then you switch them with your moms.
Watch the ball drop or watch fireworks. Well, since you're staying in, I'm assuming you're watching the ball drop, because watching fireworks on TV is not a thing.
We don't even watch any of that because we don't have TV.
Okay, well, if you have to pick one.
Oh, probably the ball drop.
Yeah, you would pick the ball drop.
Ball drop.
What would I
probably
pick?
Oh, if you're going out.
Wait, you got that one. Did you get that? No, you got that one wrong too. Okay.
Yeah. If you were going out, you'd be watching the ball drop.
No, fireworks. Shit. I hate the ball. Remember?
You hit the ball?
Remember we talked about the ball
I
drop.
know it's a New York thing, so
but remember we were talking about how everyone's wearing diapers secretly?
Oh, waiting there for like hours and hours?
Yeah, because there's no bathrooms.
Yeah.
We talked about
disgusting.
I would never want to be around the ball drop. I'd rather watch fireworks at Navy Pier or something.
I think that's fine because I used to change diapers for a living. So
child diapers are a lot different than adult diapers. I'm just saying.
I'll find that out one day.
Oh, that's depressing. I don't want to think about that. See, these are so fancy dress party or casual and cozy party. Oof. Alex prefers the casual and cozy party. I'm giving myself a point immediately.
With shorts.
With shorts in the middle of January, in the middle of December.
You have the black tie affair. I've got the black shorts affair.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, this is going to be a black shorts affair.
Yeah, I prefer the fancy party, as I just showed you from Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes.
What the sparklers or confetti?
Sparklers is you're going to say confetti, because confetti is a far more New Year's thing than sparklers. That's 4th of July. Because I'm thinking like you, that's how you would associate it. Unless you're going to say sparklers.
No, I wasn't going to say sparklers.
Oh.
I think you're right. I'd rather all the stuff shoot out at midnight than people have sparklers. Big thing, can never do both.
Yes.
No confetti with sparklers.
This popper shoots out both sparklers and paper.
So we both say confetti.
Both confetti, yes.
Oh my God, Alex, are we going to get tied? Karaoke or concert? Oh, go to a concert like New Year's Eve show, or go to a karaoke bar. Who does that? I mean, I guess people who like karaoke do that.
I would say you want to do karaoke.
I was just poo-pooing it. Yes. No, when would I ever do? When would I
thought you were trying to
karaoke?
throw me off your scent.
No, but who would?
Who wants to go to karaoke?
When have you ever seen me sing? I mean, so you would go to karaoke then?
I would do karaoke, yeah.
Oh, I got that right.
Like a concert on New Year's is a weird. What are you gonna watch? Blues Traveler from Chicago's Hard Rock Cafe?
Well, Alex, but think of I was gonna say, think of like on ABC, they're always at different venues with bands.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, like on is it Channel 7?
Yeah, ABC. That's ABC 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up,
KC and the Sunshine Band from the House of Blues.
So this is a subtle difference. New Year's resolutions or New Year's aspirations. There's a subtle difference there.
Ooh.
Would I make a resolution or an aspiration?
You'd rather have an aspiration.
Well, I guess how are you defining these differently?
Aspirations are more things that you're hoping to achieve.
Yes.
And resolutions is like, hey, I'm definitely going to do this. I'm definitely going to do that. 3 weeks from now, I've already negated these 4 times.
Oh, so I'm thinking of resolution almost
Cut back
as
on
like
drinking.
Well, resolutions as things that you're going to stop doing,
Yeah.
as opposed to aspirations being things you want to do,
Yeah.
want to achieve.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah.
I definitely have multiple aspirations already for the coming year. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but there are things that I would definitely, things that I want to happen more than things I want to stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could cut back on the drinking.
Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit, not too much.
I hope to cut back on the drinking. Not that I am going to cut back on the drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to do a dry
3 days
January.
later, you have a shitty day at work and you're just slamming back PBRs.
I'm doing a dry January this year. I didn't do it last year because last year we had our company party was in January because there was too much going on, too many projects. So they were like, we're going to do a winter party in the new year. And so I was like, it's an open bar. It would be irresponsible of me to not drink at this party. So I knew that and then I know that it was like, why couldn't I stop drinking in February? But by that point it was like, whatever, who cares? Yeah. But this year,
you live in Illinois and it's February and it's winter. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that you're kind of a positive guy. I think you're an aspirational young man.
Correct. I aspire to finish that model I showed you.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. I haven't touched it in like 9 months. I hope this glue's okay.
Appetizers or formal dinner for New Year's Eve. So, like, I guess that's sort of like
fancy thing. I'm going to say you go formal dinner. Because if you want fancy, well, here's the thing: fancy appetizers or fancy dinner could work at a fancy.
I would go. I mean, no, I would, because at my party it would be people walking around with little appetizer things.
Are they wearing clothes? Remember,
at the beginning,
this is Eyes Wide Shut.
Fidelio. They start off in. I don't want this. When the food's around, everyone's got their clothes on. No naked time by food.
No naked people are eating.
No.
No George Costanza having a sandwich.
I was looking at this nudist club in Indiana. I was looking at it online and thinking to myself, I don't want naked people around food. Like, they had like cookouts. And there was like, the people are standing around eating their hot dogs and stuff. And it's like, no, that's awful.
Imagine being the cook in the kitchen for that, and like the health inspector shows up and you're like, why did you even bother coming? You know what's going to happen after this.
You know what's happening here.
I mean, I was out there with them as one of them, and I came in here and I have to put on all this stuff because I have to do the health code.
Stay home for New Year's Eve or travel abroad.
I know you're going to stay home because you hate traveling.
Yes, that is correct. I assumed you'll stay home because it's too hard for you to travel.
I kind of don't like people.
Yes. You don't like to leave your house.
I like to leave my house.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
And you are currently one behind.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Charcuterie board or chips and dip?
Sure.
At this party.
I think you're going to do a charcuterie board at this party.
That is correct. Now the question is, this is for the game. If I get this right. I think that you, based on precedent, charcuterie.
That's correct. Yes.
So final totals: 5, 6, 7, 18. You got 24. I got 25. I think what the reason that it was the champagne question is where you went where you went awry.
It was all downhill from there.
All downhill from. Actually, you didn't get. Yeah, we were right on. It was just that one question.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to me. Now I don't have to think of what you get for winning.
What do you get to keep for yourself?
You as my best friend is my Christmas gift.
That's adorable. I love that.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Well, well, as is tradition, Alex, I believe that it's about time to wrap up this episode with our annual Christmas story reading.
That is very, very correct. Let's see here. As I try to figure out how this stuff works again. Audio, video.
What are you doing?
No, because it wouldn't. It wouldn't be working, unfortunately.
Yes,
I was everybody gets to see my living room again.
What's going on in the? What's going on over? You got a box over there.
Yes. Apparently, my wife is still buying stuff from Amazon. She told me what it was, but I couldn't remember. So I'm just like, whatever, Bye bye, Pasha. All right, so how do I do this now? Because it's a little bit different this year from previous years. This year's Christmas selection is going to be called "Everything I Need to Know About Christmas." I learned from a Little Golden Book by Diane Muldrow. Muldrow.
Is this a Little Golden Book?
Well,
itself?
Yes, it is. It's by Golden Books, Random House.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is this a Nicholas book or is this a Zachary book?
It's a book for the boys.
It's for both of them.
Yeah, both of the boys. Yeah, and it's kind of like a combination of all these Little Golden Books that have Christmas themes and different things like that. So it's kind of like somebody saying that everything I need to know about Christmas I learned from reading those books and the themes and ideas and stuff like that.
Is this new this year or is this from before?
We've had this for a couple of years now, actually. Maybe at least 4 years, maybe something like that.
Sounds good.
So yeah, so we'll start reading it. Some of you might already have read some of these books from your childhood or adulthood.
Let us know in the comments what Alex should read next year.
Right down here in the comment section. It's also, Alex was very lucky he had this because he forgot to go to the library and get another Christmas book. So it was either this or The Grinch. And
we can't read The Grinch. That'll get us copyright claimed.
We're on a time limit here, kids. So, all right, we got. So I'm trying to see how I can. The microphone here is different too. So I'm going to have to move this a little bit here. There we go. All right. Let's read this. Christmas is coming. Oops. Am I not focused? Okay. Christmas is coming. Why, it's just around the corner. Yikes! Skip the page. No, that's it. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year and all, but there's just so much to do. All that baking. The endless cycle of cooking and cleaning. And the rounds of social obligations, when you could be taking a nap. Can we just call the Christmas season what it really is? Cold and flu season. And then there's the snarled holiday traffic. And the scary holiday crowds. Marauding relatives. See, this is all the relatives. The kids are nuts this time of year. And let's not even think about the hassles of holiday travel. The excess. The expense. Then comes the weight gain. It's enough to make you want to hibernate till New Year's. But then again, think about what you'd miss. Especially if you've been good this year. You'd miss all this. Christmas comes but once a year, so up and at 'em. Time to strategize. Set up your secret wrapping station. Make your Christmas list. Dear Santa, please bring us warm sweaters, rubber balls, and lots more toys. Signed, the 5 little puppies. Especially Pokey. Remember, kids? Pokey, the little puppy.
Are these all dogs? I mean, is this all like characters from previous Golden?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember these.
Elves are standing by. I think some of these are from as recent as like the 2000s. So this is definitely like newer artwork.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read that page?
Yeah.
No, what? Sorry, what you can't.
Elves are standing by.
Oh, okay. That's why I missed it, because it was one. Thanks, Dad.
This is where Ronco products are made. The Showtime rotisserie and the Pocket Fisherman. Start planning the menu. Find the best ingredients you can. And make Christmas dinner one to remember. But don't spend all your time preparing. When was the last time you went caroling? Or over the river and through the woods? Pages are hard. Enjoy the season. And make time for family and friends. Why not put the kids' energy to good use? There are decorations to make and boughs to bring home. The best part of Christmas is anticipating it together. Just don't overdo it. And don't forget to break for hot cocoa. Oh, the laughter and shouting, the out and abouting, the writing, the mailing, the jolly wassailing. Christmas is about going all out. And Christmas is about keeping it simple. It's a time for children. A time of wonder, a time like no other time of year. Announced with the call of the trumpet and the pealing of bells. Turn this page when you're not reading in bed. A time for traditions, and cinnamon, and peppermint, and cloves, and orange, and chocolate, and ginger. This is actually a really good book. It's Little Bear's Christmas, and it has scratch and sniff pages. And Nicholas loved it reading to him, but eventually, once you like scratch and sniff stickers, once you scratch them enough, then the oil scents kind of go off of them, so you can like barely make out like peppermint.
I'm trying to remember if I had that book.
Mm. It's very cute.
What's it called?
It is called The Sweet Smell of Christmas, a golden scratch and sniff book, 1970. And Merriment, a time for giving the very best of yourself. Mr. Hedgehog's Christmas present. So, and on the bottom here, they basically have, I don't know if you can see it, but they basically, it's from what the books are. So, plus you can probably just go online and like the golden. I think Golden Books is it's by Random House Publishing. It's a time to reach out to someone who would otherwise be alone. And a time for blessings on all of us, everyone. So deck the halls. Deck yourselves. But take some time to be still. On a night quieted by snow, and remember another night. When joy came, one night in a manger, under a star. A night witnessed by both shepherds and kings when gifts were given to a waiting world. The gift of love for all people. The gift of hope for a peaceful kingdom. It could happen. Believe. The end. That's our book. This year's Christmas book.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That was it's funny because at first I was like, I don't know what's going on in this book, but
it was weird how it just went from like one completely different image and subject matter to another one when I turned the page.
Right. I wasn't sure what the premise was.
Yeah.
But now that I understand it, it was very cute and very nostalgic, and I definitely did have the sweet smell of Christmas when I was a lad.
One morning, Little Bear woke up and he sniffed and sniffed. Ooh. Today it smells like Christmas, he said. He ran down to the kitchen. Mommy, what are you baking? What's that I smell? It smells like Christmas, Little Bear. And Little Bear sniffed and sniffed. Oh, I smell Christmas. It must be coming. I think that's kind of the gist of like the first 2 pages.
I was going to say, are you going to recite the entire thing from memory now?
I don't know if I read the book previously. I might do that next year. If I remember to read it next year. Because then I'll be like, scratch. Smells like just paper.
Well, like I remember the pine. Wasn't there a pine one?
There was pine, peppermint, hot chocolate, orange.
There's what's the
orange was like a clovey orange.
Because isn't there a pie that he smells?
Yeah.
What's that smell?
Gingerbread or something?
Gingerbread.
Maybe.
And anyhow, I think that about does it for our Christmas spectacular.
Christmas spectacular.
Oh, just in time for the train.
That must be the Polar Express,
kids. I was say that must be Santa's train coming by.
Rumbling down carrying coils of steel wire and
right.
Heavy machinery.
He needs it for infrastructure concerns. So, but yeah, I think next week before New Year's, we'll be back for a review of Don to Don, and for the whole season. But
there was a teaser already that got released for the second season.
Well, I almost started talking about. You almost had me because I was going to express thoughts on it. I have thoughts.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah. So in the meantime, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in a week. But anyway, Alex, will you please do me a favor and wrap up this week's episode of Culture Doom?
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in, listening to this very long Christmas special. We do this every single year around Christmas time. So if you want to enjoy some previous ones, we have it also online on our channel.
Yeah, last year we spent an hour reading the JCPenney catalog.
That's what it was, and I wore a bunny suit.
Yeah, that's true. You did wear a bunny suit. I'm going to put a clip of that. Right. I think I was looking at outtakes from that episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I kept the part where you took off the bunny suit because you were so hot.
I was hot, and it was kind of, it smelled like attic.
I'm gonna put the outtake of you stripping. I'm here for it. I know what's under that suit. Ooh,
nothing
nice.
Impressive. Nothing worth cuddling anymore.
Aw. Alex, you kind of did it to yourself. Are you wearing flannel pants?
Yes, these are my
I know, but
pants.
why didn't you just put on shorts or something?
I asked Erica, and she's like, I think it would be better if you just wore pants underneath that thing because it's been in the attic for so long.
Yeah, but no wonder you're so hot in it. You're wearing 2 layers of.
Let's see how the boys are doing.
I can't breathe in this thing. Dark helmet. But thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this. We always enjoy doing this every single year. The reading, talking about nostalgia, because, as you get older, you unfortunately don't get to turn back the clock and sadly relive a lot of that because I'm still waiting for Elon to make actual DeLoreans that go back in time, but
well, that's part
we're working on things.
That's part of now, I don't want to get too serious, but that's part of what having kids does, though, is that it does let you go back in time a little bit. You get to experience Christmas and holidays through the eyes of the excitement and wonder of childhood. And I think that's why, you and Erica are always like, oh, don't bring gifts for the kids. Don't do. And I'm like, no, it makes me feel good. It's like I want to, since I don't have kids of my own, I want to have that feeling of sharing and the kids being excited about stuff. I like that. That's a gift. That's a gift for me also. So you having your children is your time machine. You're like, no, doesn't count.
Well, I mean, they've
Not
gotten
good
into
enough.
Pokemon, which I enjoyed Pokemon, and I mean, the best benefit of it is like they really like Ninja Turtles, and I'm very happy about that because there's like a connection and stuff, But yeah, it is like you said, it is true. Like it's been very fun being able to relive, a lot of good memories from the past and stuff, and also being able to be like, hey, let's watch this Christmas cartoon or something like that, and they're kind of a bit more receptive to it and stuff. Or when it finally snows, you get to go outside and have a snowball fight and build a snowman, and and we got some snow tubes that we'll be able to go this year. Hopefully, when it snows, we have a giant like mound hill here in town that people go to, and they just go sledding down. So the boys will be able to enjoy that. So it'll be a good time. So yeah, but yeah. Otherwise, it's we're very thankful and happy that we have each other and stuff like that, and we're able to present to you, everybody here on the internet in YouTube land, our funny takes on things, and sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but we enjoy doing it, and we just hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season this year, and hopefully get presents. But if you want to, get something for yourself. So, dun 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 dun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I finally get the first Oscar of my life, and it happens to be Lifetime Achievement Award. I feel like Scorsese. It's like, what happened the previous 40 years?
All right.
Anyways, we love you and keep safe.
And until next time.
Until next time, Merry Christmas.
This is Alex.
This is Alex.
For Brendan.
This is Alex for Brendan
saying
Dababachinu. I haven't done this for a while.
You're a little
so
out
like,
of practice, buddy.
I'm so out of practice.